His dedication, well, with mine, because I am dedicating them to them. This book is dedicated to my parents and to those who, during their childhood, were cheated, lied to, and cowardly abused by those who promote false ideals, and that once they had discovered the truth, were able to react and learn to build a new life. Textbooks in schools were not true. Life they were living, it was not true. The horrors that they were not believing were true in many cases. And so when you find yourself living a lie as a child, and you wake up abruptly, it is not easy to find your own humanity again and to pick up the pieces and build a life for yourself. And a lot of people had to leave their own homes and their own nations and their own language to do so. And I didn't understand this until now. I didn't understand where they were coming from when they, wouldn't let me go out because I thought they hated me, or, oh, they don't want to let me go out because they think I'm going to go crazy. They should know better. I'm going to go crazy anyway. But it was actually, they thought they were not going to see me again. Because, that's what they experienced when they were growing up. Today you're living here next to me, tomorrow you weren't there. So, and they saw that in a very crucial time of their lives. So, this vision of the war, it is an adventure. It has Nino's personality. So it is kind of funny at some points. You will enjoy an anecdote that will make you laugh, and it will show you how children that grow up in the war are very resilient. It is fictionalized. It has my own interpretations in many occasions. But all the facts, most of them, if not all, are true facts that he had to endure. So, having said that, here's Daddy. Nino.
Oh, too many people. I think I'm very proud of Susan that she wrote this book about me. And the point of this book is that what happened to me can happen again to somebody else. Never trust that is just the past. That is the past, the present, the future. So the thing is that we should be aware all the time to keep our freedom and don't believe it to anybody that came in our life. And this is happening now in some country that I know very well, Venezuela. Most of you are from Venezuela. Don't think that Venezuela is a very special country that it can happen. What happened to me in Libya? It can happen everywhere. Thank you for coming. And enjoy the book. Okay, about the school and the book. When those guys get the power, the fascists, they change everything. The truth is no more true, and they lie to everybody. The books on the school are just coming from the States. No other books are allowed to go into the school. And they changed the history of the country. They changed even the geography of the country. They changed everything. So when they start to work on the child, believe everything. And then when they grow up, he believes only, exclusively, what they say to him. I'll make an example. My grandfather and my grandmother, they were living in the States at that time, in San Francisco. And the book that I read on the school said that all the Americans were black people, all. And I used to ask my mother, why we are not black? My father I was very disappointed because I was white. No? Then, when they talk about England, they say that all the English were nasty people,
Barbarians.
no? Barbarians. That the only thing that was good in Europe were the Italian and the German, because they came directly from the Roman. So they changed everything. Even the building that they were built at that time were all square, no Roman style. So they put some pictures so clear on my eyes that when I get 15 years old after the war, and I saw the rest of the world practically, the rest of the people, the American came in Italy, you don't know what to do. That is very terrible, because you don't know what is the truth and what is the lie. And I was a very raw guy because I was just 15, and I adjusted myself quickly, 3-4 years. But I know people at that time that they have maybe 20-22 years. They make the war. They went to Russia. They come back to Italy all sick. Most of those guys died. They never were able to rebuild their life. I saw all those people in Venezuela, and they didn't get married. That was because of those guys. That is the truth.